All right, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off first and foremost by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutations, and many blessings to those that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. This is your brother Nathaniel from GMS Camp Atlanta coming back into the spirit with another lesson. I pray and hope it's edifying. I'm gonna start off with a quick precept. Try not to make it too long, you know. Look at that 1044 call all Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. I didn't even notice that. But right here it says Jeremiah 49:20 says, "Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he had taken against Edom." So this is against all of Edom, the so-called white man, starting with the tribe of Amalek, and his purpose that he has purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. So, you know, Netanyahu and these Israelis over there in the Western Asian part of the world, right? That area, they're pulling America, aka Babylon, into this World's War III, regardless if America wants to get into it or not. All right, because America, at the end of the day, Israel is a NATO nation, and America is a part of NATO. All right, so America is definitely going to have to get pulled into this war, and this is going to be a nuclear war. Now, we know that Iran successfully. They're going to say that they didn't have a successful campaign, but Iran contests that yes, they did have a successful campaign in attacking the Israelis. Their Iron Dome failed, and they sustained heavy damages. Okay, and Iran does not want to continue this assault, but Israel, being politically motivated, is going to attack back. Now, when that happens, that's going to cause a ripple effect, which is going to eventually lead into World War III. Which, when that happens, Russia and China and everybody else everybody who's already over there is going to enter into the war. Now, one of the things that's about to happen is the Straits of Hormuz are about to get cut off, which is going to put a chokehold on the American economy. All right, and all of this is going to be a symptom of when this war, when Israel attacks and America is forced to back them up. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and play this video.
The situation in the Middle East is escalating as Iran responds against Israel with drones, warning the United States to stay out of the conflict. If the United States intervenes, Iran may shut down the strategic Strait of Hormuz, through which 24% of the world's oil consumption passes daily. This action would drive oil prices up significantly and impact global energy markets. President Biden's involvement in the region may lead to increased oil prices and potential American military engagement. Additionally, Biden's management of the Strategic Petroleum Reserve and inflation issues have raised concerns. Meanwhile, Russia and China have signed agreements solidifying their alliance and economic partnerships. Russia's stance on Ukraine points to the eventual dismantle of the Ukrainian government, signaling a significant shift in the region. These developments may challenge Western hegemony and the global influence of organizations like NATO and the World Economic Forum.
All right, so what you're seeing with this is you're seeing the total collapse of America from within and from without. All of America's allies, everybody's turning against America. All right, and when these oil prices actually increase, because that's actually going to happen. All right, the Straits of Hormuz are going to be shut down, and oil prices are going to be increased significantly here in Babylon. They're already increasing. We're already seeing the effect of that in certain areas in Georgia where I'm at. It's $4 a gallon for regular. Okay, so some places it's still in the threes, but you know it's getting up there. Okay, well let's say it's almost $4 a gallon, and that's for regular. For premium, you're paying over $4 a gallon. All right, so this definitely is definitely here. All right, we're at the beginning of it, but it's going to get very, very difficult as time progresses. All right, and that's because of this war. All right, the first war, the second war is past, the third war coming quickly. All right, this is Revelation 17:4. It says, and the woman arrayed in purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand filled with abominations and the filthiness of her fornication. And this is talking about Babylon, America. And upon her forehead was named, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the great harlot, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Okay, so this is where you get all your abominable acts from, man. This is where all these other nations are. I mean, it was already out there. Don't get it twisted. However, America magnified that shit on a like on an unimaginable scale. Okay, you took the wickedness and magnified that shit to a point to where the earth, it was just destroyed under the level of wickedness that was being perpetuated. Okay. And it says, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the great, the mother of harlots and the abominations of the earth. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints. Okay, because the saints are primarily concentrated over here in North America. And with the blood of the Mitris of Yahweh Shai. And I saw her, and I wondered with great admiration. And the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and the beast that carried her, and which have 7 heads and 10 horns. Okay. Now that is speaking about Mystery Babylon. Now we're going to go to Revelation 18, and we're going to start at verse 2. And it says, this is 18:2. It says, and he cried with a mighty strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hole of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Okay, so Babylon is fallen, man. Babylon is destroyed. All right, there's no coming back for this place. You're seeing everything happening on all sides. And Israel is about to draw America into this world's war, while America is sending billions upon billions of dollars to Israel in aid and to Ukraine in aid, okay, while its own citizens are hurting. So America, at the same time as the rest of the world is turning against America, America's own citizens are about to turn against America. That's why there's going to be a civil war. A civil war is not just going to come because America because the unfair and unjust laws that have been passed here in America, because that's been going on. No, the Civil War is going to happen when these so-called white people out here start to lose it, because the cushy life that America was once providing for them is going to go by the wayside, and they're going to get violent over that shit, okay? Because the America ain't going to have no more money. All right? It says, for the nations have drank, for the nations, I'll read that again. It says, 18:3, so like it. It says, for all of the nations have drank of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. So yeah, all of the other nations have committed fornication and have indulged in these evils that America have done. This is why these other nations are getting their comeuppance too. You know, they try to act like, oh, America was a big bully. No, you start following. That's why the scriptures say the world marveled after the beast, because y'all started going after this nigga, man. You know, y'all started following after America in the ways of Babylon the Great. That's why there's so many American customs in so many countries. The one widespread custom is the suit, okay? Just a regular two-piece suit. That was a Western custom that all of these other nations adopted, the two-piece suit. All right, so you got Chinese wearing two-piece suits. You got Africans wearing two-piece suits. I mean, You know, you got the Chinese that used to wear kimonos, Africans that used to wear dashikis. Now they're wearing two-piece suits. So that just shows you on a small level how much influence that Babylon the Great has had over the rest of the earth. All right. It says, continuing on, well, I'm going to start again. It says, for the nations have drank of the wine of the wrath of her fornications, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth have waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Shit that you can't get nowhere else in the world. Somehow, some way, you can get it through America. Okay, and because of that, the merchants that are selling this stuff that could never get rid of it before are now making a killing. All right. And it says, and I heard a voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, that you receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto the heavens, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities. You see that? So the Lord had remembered the iniquities of America. And this is why all the things are happening in America, because America is being prepared for the final judgment that's about to happen. Okay? And Israel is going to be the catalyst that's going to lead to that judgment, that thermonuclear fire that's going to strike America. So as much as Joe Biden has said, you know, we're not going to interfere in this war, he cannot not interfere. Not only are you a NATO nation, but moreover than that, it's prophecy, man. It's prophecy. You ain't got no choice, okay? Scripture said the least of the flocks will draw you out. You coming into this war, man. All right? Scripture, it says, verse 6, it says, reward her as she has rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she has filled to her double. Yeah. So in this cup that you filled for everybody else, hey, the Lord gonna fill onto you double, man. Okay? And this is why so much evil is about to happen to America. Even still to this very day, as you're sending billions of dollars to Ukraine and Israel, you still don't have nothing in that package for the true Israelites that you've been oppressing over here on this side for so long. I'm not saying that I care about that, but it's just showing this. It's just showing that you don't care about the crimes that you've committed. The crimes that you've committed, you don't care about repayment. You're gonna have to be forced to repay for the debt that you've actually, for the problems you caused, for the debt you owe. You're gonna be forced to repay that. Okay. And y'all people over here, man, hey, you know what? We're going to get into this the second half. It's going to be sedition. And it says, actually, we can just finish it off here. Verse 7, it says, how much she hath glorified herself. And it's true. America has glorified herself. Like you done said, I'm this guy. I'm this person. I'm this, I'm that. I'm all of these things. Okay, I am. I'm the one-stop shop for everything you need. It says how much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her, for she has said in her heart, I sit a queen and no widow. No war, no other nation has ever ran up into America. Okay, America is a virgin, it's never been touched. And shall see no sorrow. Therefore her plague shall come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire. For strong is the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, who judges her. So there you go. You can get death, you can get famine, and Babylon is about to be utterly burnt. So when these oil prices shoot up, you're not going to have any food. You're not going to have any transportation. Okay? You're going to be utterly burnt and destroyed and wasted. Okay? When all of these things happen. And if you're not where you're supposed to be at when all this shit finally go down, because it's all going to happen all at one time. It's just going to be, right now, everything is good. And then all of a sudden, bam, everything, all hell breaking loose. Because y'all people think y'all going to be able to prepare. The scripture just says, suddenly, her plague shall come upon her suddenly. Okay? It ain't going to be no, oh, well, you're going to have time to prepare. No. You're going to be at work one day, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to need to get home, and all hell going to break loose. And you're going to hope that you need to be where you need to be at when all this shit happen. Because if you're not there where you need to be, kids at school, you know, you doing whatever, and you need to get somewhere safe. And we drive places, and we get places that are very far in a very short period of time. These places that if we were to actually walk to, it would take us a day or so to get there. I mean, you think about driving 50 miles, okay? That's not something that you can just walk to in one motherfucking a day. 50 miles. Okay, 50 miles is a long ass walk. 10 miles is a long ass walk. Okay? So you're going to be able to go from being able to drive to these places and getting there to having to navigate through a whole chaotic terrain. That's not going to be something that you're going to be able to do. So you're going to better hope that you are where you need to be when all hell break loose. Because if you ain't, hey, you're going to have to eat whatever's coming to you, especially if Bashim Yahushua is not with you. All right? So, hey, the least of the flock shall draw them out. The plague shall come in one day. America is about to experience some very, very hard times. So with that, I pray this is an edifying lesson. Going to go ahead and end it by giving all praise and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem L'Chakadash. Double honors to the elder and the apostle, great millstone. Till the next time, I say shalom.
Yep.